What's going on, everyone? My name is Bruno and this is my first draft league video of Generation 9. I am bringing you guys the League of Extraordinary Trainers with the Paldean Premier Tour. So this is going to be my first Generation 9 draft league, which is a pretty different type of format in terms of battling that I will just explain you guys in a bit. So this is just a fun tournament where we're gonna be pretty much testing all the new Pokemon. So it's a bit different. It's gonna be played, of course, on Wi-Fi, on the in-game, and it's a bring 6, choose 4 format. So it's not gonna be 6v6, it's gonna be 4v4. And it's a bit of a different format, but it's the best way to test the new timer. Of course, there's a lot of people that has been testing the timer that's been saying that timer is not affecting, so they can finish the battles without going to timer. Still, this is the first one of the first draft leagues, so it's just for fun. So we're just testing, pretty much testing the new ones. So I thought for myself it's going to be pretty fun, and we actually have some familiar faces in this tournament. So it's a small league in terms of weeks. So we're going to be playing just 4 regular season weeks, if I'm not wrong, and I'm gonna be faced like really familiar faces. So my weekend opponent is gonna be Dr. SLOWKING. My second opponent is gonna be Mountay, which I'm pretty excited to battle Mountay finally. Third opponent is gonna be actually Echo, which is one of the owners of the league and friends with Sven, so it really helped him during the CGT draft, and yeah, it's gonna be hella fun. So for this particular tournament, we had to draft 8 Pokemon. We were 16 coaches divided into 2 pools, so yeah, everyone could test like really powerful Pokemon. So yeah, we could have some mirror matches, and so we could have, for example, I'm gonna have my first pick is gonna be the same draft pick as Dr. SLOWKING, and we're gonna face each other week 1. So we're gonna have kind of a mirror match. Yeah, and then in terms of Teras, we had to grab, we have an amount of points to just grab 3 Pokemon, so that's pretty excited. And yeah, this is pretty much my draft analysis. So the team that I drafted. Sorry for no webcam, by the way. It's gonna be back in the next video, I swear. For the battle, it's gonna have webcam. But yeah, so let's just start with with my team. So I had pick number 7 out of 8, which I mean, it's close to the wheel, which is not terrible. And my first, I actually got really surprised that this thing got to me, because I really think this is one of the best draft league Pokemon, at least one of the best new Pokemon in this new format. But yeah, I grabbed Chinpao, which is pretty amazing, especially with this thing's pretty much a Mega Weavile, so it doesn't get knockoff, but still, Weavile doesn't get knockoff this gen either. So it's pretty much Mega Weavile, where it has a lot of attack, a lot of speed, and this ability is just insane. So if you don't know Chinpao, the ability, if I'm not wrong, the opponent's Pokemon defense got decreased by 25%, which is awesome, because the thing gets 120 basic physical attack and has moves really too strong offensive stabs in Ice and Dark. Gets set up with Swords Dance, gets a Sacred Sword for Steel types, so it's amazing. It's really a really good Pokemon. Gets Ice Spinner or Icicle Crash. Ice Spinner has 80 base power, but it's 100% accurate. Icicle Crash is 85 base power, but has less accuracy. And pretty much, and gets Priority Shard, which is amazing as well. So really strong Pokemon. There's no switching to the thing, honestly. And yeah, Choice Band Chinpao is amazing. Any offensive any offensive item on Qin Pao is just awesome because the thing is amazing. Unless it's Short Specs is just bad. But yeah, I guess you guys get the idea here. Qin Pao, really excited to be using the thing. And again, one of the best this generation so far. So yeah, I got really surprised that I could grab this thing at like 7th pick. But it is what it is, I'll take it. So next pick to pair with Qin Pao, I pair it with Great Tusk. Really excited to use the thing. I really wanted to draft the thing. I actually made a Twitter when the thing got announced. I made a tweet where I said that Great Tusk would want to be one of my first 2 picks, and that it is. There's Great Tusk. I actually say the same thing about Serledge, but I didn't grab it Serledge, but that's not the point. So Great Tusk here really pairs really well with Qin Pao in the sense that Steel types may want to come on a nice type move. This thing just annihilates the Steel types, so that's pretty much the thing. Gets Protosynthesis, I think that's the name if I'm not wrong, so with energy boosts, I think that's the name, gets a boost on the attack, which is awesome because this thing has 131 base physical attack, and it's really bulky. It's 115 per HP, 131 base phys def, so it's really bulky, so I could invest a bit on speed, just go on the attack and still be bulky, and just it goes for an insane amount of hits. Like, the thing gets really good coverage, knockoff, it's important, close combat, earthquake, rapid spin, ice spinner, so again, really phenomenal coverage for a really good Pokemon. I'm really excited to use Great Tusk, Fighting Ground, really good typing as well. So yeah, really excited to use this thing, one of the best physical attackers introduced this generation. Next one is Salamence. I almost grabbed Dragonite, which has been, with Tera, it's been just a nightmare. Fuck you, Monte, for sniping me Dragonite. So I went into the third best Dragon because Garchomp was taken like early. So I went to Salamence, which was the 3rd best option, I think, still available. And yeah, 135 base. The thing is here that I'm getting a team which is really physical oriented. At least Salamence can be special. 110 base special attack, it's not too slept on. So yeah, you could just Dragon Dance Salamence with Tera. This is going to be one of my Tera captains. It's amazing. I could just set up, especially with Moxie being an ability as well. So I could go for Dragon Dance, Tera into a typing that take advantage of the potential switching, and just go for game with Moxie Salamence. Intimidate is actually really valuable as well. So yeah, just a Salamence, not a new Pokemon, but is still one of the best Dragon types around, and I'm really excited to use it for this tournament. Next is Slowking. So my bulky water, I wanted a special Mon. Slowking is a really nice wall. Doesn't get teleport anymore, but it's superior to Slowbro because it still gets priority with the new ice pivoting move, which is shielding. I don't know, but you guys probably know it. So I can set up Ale and just switch out. That is actually nice for Qin Pao because it will increase Qin Pao defenses, which they are not amazing, but still it's a thing. And that's pretty much it. So it's a bulky water that pairs really well with this team. I feel like so, and still the best bulky water if I'm not wrong. I don't think there's a better bulky water than Slowking. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, I'm not remembering the best bulky water than Slowking. So I'm getting Slowking at round 4, amazing. And yeah, so far I'm really liking this team. For my next pick, my 5th pick, so we have 4 more picks, I decided to grab Magneton. Magneton here, it's one of my Tera captains, so hear me out. Main thing with Eviolite, one of the ways to kill Magneton is pretty much with Earthquakes. So I can Tera the thing into a Grass type and just be annoying. So being able to Volt Switch, being able to go for Analytics Flash Cannons, that it's like a truck. Like the thing gets 120 base special attack. It's bulky with Eviolite. can Tera into a defensive typing and really mess my opponents. Really excited to use Magneton. I think it's being a steel type as well. Like steel electric is decent typing, especially the steel type. It's really cool. I think it pairs really well here. I consider Toxtricity, but I actually think like the steel type as Magneton pairs better with my team, especially with the possibility again of just Tera. Magneton to a defensive typing. Salamence here is more of an offensive type of Tera. Magneton is more of a defensive type of Tera. So yeah, I could use both. I still have one more option that I will show you in a bit. But yeah, I think the Magneton here is the best electric that was still around, that I still had points for it, that would pair better with my team. Of course, I could go for a Rotom Heat, but the rest of my team would be kind of cheap. And yeah, I still wanted to grab a few more viable mons. And I think on the format I'm just gonna play your 4v4. Getting viable mons is really important for every single matchup. And there's Magneton for you. There's nothing more to say about it. Next mon is Haunter. Ghost typing, decently fast. It's not a Tera captain, but still gets tons of coverage. I think Ghost types this generation, early gen, is really good. Like Ghost types, I remember that Ghost types are in general always really good offensively. Early gen 8, Gengar was just a nonsense. Still, same with Haunter, same with I think Aegislash was around during the early Gen 8, not sure about that, but I remember Ghost types were really phenomenal during Gen 8, early Gen 8, and I think it still applies to early Gen 9. Ghost types are really cool. There are not many switch-ins, and like Ghost and Poison, it's not entirely easy to switch in. Gets Dazzling Gleam for dragons, so yeah, and it's decently fast, 95, which is not really fast but not really slow. It's decently fast, so yeah, and it's a Pokemon that I'm used to play with. So Sash Haunter, Scarf Haunter, Specs Haunter, they're always viable sets to run, and they can actually caught my opponent off guard, because with 4 mons, if you see this thing, you have to bring your Ghost Switch in, or you're just gonna lose to you're just gonna lose Pokemon. Like, there's nothing much to say about it. My next one is Dunsparce. I actually grab it as a normal type. This thing gets Stealth Rock, this thing gets Glare, this thing gets Roost, so really viable moves. And it's bulky, with 125 base HP. Actually has a decent attack stat and tons of coverage. This thing really gets tons of coverage. It's pretty much my Ghost, and I'm gonna quote, Ghost switching. Because Ghost types are strong, but yeah, I think I can actually do some things with it. I actually think the thing was kind of cheap. I don't remember the costs, but I think it was kind of cheap for like Pokemon that has 125 base HP, 100 physical attack, so it's kind of bulky. So yeah, I'm gonna take it. Last Pokemon is the Fire type, and it's Crocalor. So it's pretty much my F tier Pokemon. With Eviolite, gets unaware, is pure fire. Yeah, I think that's Slack Off, but it gets unaware, so that's the main thing. So I can stop setup. And Dunsparce, I forgot to say, is my 3rd Tera Captain, because it's a normal type, and I think it can work as a defensive Tera. Crocalor is my last Pokemon. It's pretty much a bulky fire type that I didn't have, and yeah, that's pretty much the team. So hope you guys are excited. I'm gonna, of course, upload week 1 next week, with against the Dr. Slacking, which actually has a Shinpao. I'm gonna do team builders as well, and webcam is gonna be back. Hope you guys are excited to see some draft league content. Really excited to be back with videos, and that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, guys. Peace. I forgot how I just say goodbye to you. Oh, I remember. I'll see you guys in the next video. So peace, guys.